Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. Welcome to another episode of the new makeup hangover. So the new makeup hangover is where Teresa, Audra, and I, dear friends and amazing creators, we came together and brainstormed this idea to fill the gaps in between filming the new makeup nonsense bingo. That video, we go through things randomly. We also film a couple of days before it goes live and things come out. So this video is new makeup releases that I pulled up a finger for a reason, that I am into, outraged by, or was tagged by followers, patrons, etc. to talk on. Sometimes I'm covering things I wasn't able to cover in last week's video, and other times it's just new stuff, and sometimes it's a mix. I think today is mostly new stuff, but I could be wrong. If you don't know Teresa and Audra are amazing human beings. They are brilliant creators, and I will have their videos that are also going live today linked in the description box, along with a ton of other ways to support them, and you fucking should. Go do it now, but make sure to, maybe don't go do it right now. Watch this video, and then I'll remind you at the end of the video. I am channeling some toxic secretary that's a little bit sexy. I don't know. We got some She-Hulk lips and green eye. I go all out with my makeup as I do for most filming sessions, and I hope you enjoy. I do have to put on my glasses because we have to read and see things today, but if you are digging the colorful makeup, if you like bitches with lots of opinions, or you just like cute fat babes, I would love for you to subscribe. Now, let's prepare ourselves for what's coming, because I kind of already forgot what I bookmarked. And by prepare ourselves, I mean take a drink. I feel like we're seeing a fair amount of spooky releases this week, and Halloween and spooky makeup excites me, so I want to talk about it all, or I guess what excites me. So we're gonna quickly, I'm just gonna start with the oldest thing I have saved. That is the Profusion Cosmetics Rituals Halloween collection. This is a big collection. The prices look like mostly between $4 and $18. There is a big Rituals face and eye palette, a 4-piece set, a 4-piece brush set, a 9-piece palette. Wait, let me actually look at. Okay, so there are some 9-pan palettes that look like planchettes. There is a planchette hand mirror, which I might have to try to get my hands on. There is the big palette, which has like blush, bronzer, highlighter, and a bunch of eyeshadows. Doesn't really interest me. Looks like some glitter gels, some like sprays, maybe more water activated liners in like a little stackable thing. Cheek products that look like a copy of Kaja. Okay, the stamps. And some horn, or like Maleficent horn, but simpler headband. And there's a kit that has like the headband and like some face jewels and a quad, and I have to say the lipsticks, that's a cute. It's giving me House Labs, but like at Profusion, old House Labs, but at Profusion prices, so I'm not upset. I feel like I say the same thing about Profusion pretty often. I've heard good-ish mixed reviews about their quality, but they're doing fun shit at a good price point. So, you know, I am never gonna say pick up the whole collection, and I don't think everything is, like, some of it's cute and some of it's less cute to me. Maybe it's just I'm rooting for Profusion, so I want to feel good about what they're doing, but I do. I mean, like I said, not all of it inspires me or intrigues me, but this, I like it, I guess. I don't know. I guess I like it. I'm just like, yeah, seems like a good call for their price point and all that jazz. More spooky stuff. So I have never used this brand. This is Gomon Girls Cosmetics. They have a new Spooked palette that is in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, who is an artist, graphic artist, digital artist, an artist, easy way to say what I already said 3 times, who has done some collaborations and does palette reimaginings or palette designs. I am always, like I said, I'm always happy to see Halloween and spooky themed releases. They've revealed a couple of shades. There's an orange matte and a white matte and a green and a gold. And one of them, it looks like the gold one is like a duochrome and the green is a shimmer. It's cute so far, and I do think the cover is cute. I don't know if I'm gonna run to pick it up just because it's a new brand to me, but I will be keeping my eye out for more information. Yet again, let me know if anybody has tried this brand. I think my thing with a lot of the newer indie brands that I see pop up is that, like, I'm not gonna say that they don't have unique formulas, but I think that a lot of them are using some similar shimmer duochrome formulas. So when a brand is doing like a palette that has mattes and shimmers and duochromes, I'm kind of waiting to hear about all of the formulas from people in reviews before I bite the bullet. So it is cute. Speaking of cute, say it with me now, Menagerie Cosmetics. Menagerie has revealed a sneak peek of their Paws and Claws collection. So in the photo they revealed, it's 9-pan, 2 9-pan palettes, a 9-pan Paws palette and a 9-pan Claws palette, along with pins and promo stickers. And the theme is dogs, puppies, paws, and claws, cats, kittens. And the artwork is very cute. I definitely get the aw factor, and I'm curious to see the insides. I have said this for a while now. I have had mixed experiences with the Menagerie formula. And I know that they've been reformulating and changing up their pans and all of that. So I'm still in that, like, I don't know phase. But the last shadows I bought from them, I think, was the pastel palette. I don't know. I don't know. Am I just, like, being a buzzkill? And depending on how they look, and because their palettes are magnetic, and this will be a round pan palette, I'm assuming because they switched from square pans to round pans. Round. Wow. I'm not drinking, and that was a weird way to say round pans. But because they switched, and this could be a cute magnetic palette, because of course I'm biased for the claws. I am such a weird human being, but I'm biased towards that. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to keep asking this question. If you've tried the old Menagerie formulas and the newer ones, how do they compare? Like, I've seen the multi-chromes look beautiful in the eyes, but I don't know. On to something that surprises me how excited I am about this. Urban Decay has a new naked palette, and this is literally the first, no, I can't say this is the first one that I've ever been interested in. Okay, but I was never in the naked palette hype. The honey palette tempted me. Some of them have tempted me along the line. So this is a palette in collaboration with Eisenberg, who is an artist, an illustrator. It's a collab with a bold and hyper creative artist that has a very unique style. The palette is based off of their works with mattes and metallics. It's limited edition. And basically it's kind of a rainbow palette. Like, you still have the beige, either matte or shimmer, and you have a like kind of like putty mauve color, light pink, gold, peach, and then like berries and reds and into blues with a little touch of purple and a little touch of like a teal. It's a rainbow palette. But the artist and the packaging paired with the colors inside, it does tempt me. It actually does. I know I'm getting like sucked in by the whole package, but the thing I did say, and I literally said this to other people as advice. So this is an artist, Robin Eisenberg. I fucking love their art. Some of it is not safe for work, which is why I'm enjoying it. Actually, let me just follow them. They're really, I think, a fairly large artist, like 600,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. And they just do some really cool art. They have a storefront. They sell prints. They sell like all kinds of merch. And like a print is cheaper than the palette. Their prints start at $20. So I just want to remind you and me, if you see something and you're tempted and there's a part of the collab or the release that is accessible outside of the makeup, you might end up having more joy in buying the art. Like, I love having this little spot where I have a bunch of fat, fun, interesting art. Like, it makes me happy. And I feel like Robin's work would go into this vibe. I'm still curious about the palette because I am a clown, and because sometimes Urban Decay can actually do really beautiful, saturated, like metallic, colorful shades. And sometimes they're terrible. I'm intrigued, but I'm also going to say, if you're intrigued, but maybe you hear, that it's a bad formula this time around, or you just don't have $50+ to spend, you can get a bag, a shirt, a phone case, a print, but there's definitely stuff on her store that is less than $50. That's my reminder. Look, I don't know why I saved this, because like I don't care about holiday releases generally. But besides Vanessa and my Rigs, goddammit. Let me rephrase that. I don't care about the Tarte, Too Faced, Benefit, those kind of releases. But I saw this and I was like, let's just talk about it. So Benefit has, I don't know if this is their full holiday collection or if there was more released before or whatever. There's an advent calendar, there's some brow value sets and primer setting spray sets. And I think that like this kind of holiday stuff can be a good thing to pick up if you look at, the value and blah, 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 blah. Especially because they usually go on sale and all of that. The thing that I'm still such a sucker for a face palette, even though I shit talk face palettes all the time. It's like I always want a face palette to like do it right. And I do have to say that their palette that has Cookie, Hula, and Terra looks really pretty. And it's partially because I know Cookie is very beloved. I've also damn you, Audra, I've kind of been curious about the Hula formula and the blushes. It's really Audra and Teresa, but like, I think because this one has a bronzer and a blush that looks very pretty. The other one also looks cute, but I don't know if Dandelion Twinkle is as impactful. Anyway, I'm a fucking sucker So you never know what might happen. They're $36. It's full-size products. I'm gonna say if they ever go on sale, I might be a clown. Squeeze my nose and call me Bozo. Speaking of being a clown, Trixie Cosmetics. Trixie Cosmetics has a new palette called, or a new collection called Girl Talk. There's a palette with sticker sheets for $48, gloss, lashes, a robe, and a bundle, and it's already available. And of course, a pastel palette. No, but you know what? Here it is. It's a pastel palette, and it's this like girl talk theme. I always wanted these kinds of like games and things as a kid, like Mall Madness or all of those. But because I was like, I don't have any sisters, and my family, like my cousins and things, there was a lot more boys than girls. So it just never really got bought. It never really happened. So of course, like I have this nostalgic attachment, and I just like the graphic design of that kind of era and all of that. And I think this palette is cute. And I feel like the little circles under the palette, under each color with the names. Of course, I see that chartreusey color and it calls my name. Like I've heard like okay reviews of Trixie. Like I'm not saying I've heard bad reviews, but like the reviews of the Trixie Cosmetics eyeshadow formula has always just made me go, yeah, okay, I'm good to stay away, but like maybe one day. But like I also feel like I'm gonna be buying this for packaging. It's a cute color story. I gotta stop looking at it because actually I think it's really cute. And I think it's cute. I just don't know. I want to be excited about all of the formulas when I'm buying a palette. And I feel like I'm a broken record with that. But especially when I'm buying a non-magnetized, glued-in palette, I want to be excited. I want to be excited about all the formulas. And I don't know. But maybe. I just have to quickly say, why does this Milani Disco release look more exciting than that terribly expensive, overpriced, sorry about that cough, that terribly expensive, overpriced Il Makiage collab release? Okay, just me being a hater. Okay, but another spooky palette that might get me. It might get me. Y'all, okay, let's talk about this Belle Butte Bar Strange and Unusual palette. So this is a Beetlejuice-inspired palette. It's a 15-pan palette, and there's like a mix of purples and greens, and there's a little red, there's a little orange. It's launching the 20th. There are mattes, duochromes, multichromes, shimmers, and shimmer matte, which no thank you. But this looks tempting. I am a Beetlejuice lover. I am. I had a lot of angst and unhappiness with the Melt Beetlejuice collab. I just felt like it was, I think after Amor Eterno, I was expecting more. But, that's Melt feelings in general. I think as an indie brand, to do something that feels inspired, but doesn't feel like you're directly taking the IP is kind of nice. And while 15-pan palettes are on the edge of like too oversized for me, I think because the color story is interesting and because it's my happy place of like greens and purples, I am tempted. I don't see a price. Maybe I'm missing it, but y'all, it's tempting me. Technically I'm not really in a place to be buying anything. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Again, it's a situation of I don't know their formulas. I don't know, like, if it's worth it. But I might be tempted. Okay, actually, wait. One more spooky palette, and then... one more spooky palette. And then we're gonna go. Unearthly Cosmetics is releasing the 1964 palette. And this is another one where I am feeling the art and I like the color story. It's about a third of it is green. So I am tempted. And then there are some pinks and I want to see more swatches. I want to hear more about it. Yet again, if this is a magnetized palette, I might pick it up. I know that I keep wanting to call them. I know that Unearthly Cosmetics has done magnetized palettes in the past, but when they did them, they had a little like divot in the palette to take out the shadows easily. And this one does not have that, so I'm not sure. It's funny because people are like, oh, I don't understand the color story with the artwork and the cover. And like, I do get that, but also green. I'm a sucker. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I went to the Unearthly Cosmetics Instagram and I see even more goodies, more details. So they are doing 3 palettes for Halloween. There is a larger 20-pan palette that is called Warms My Blood and has Queen of the Dam inspired art on the cover. And it's very like warm neutral. And then there is the 1964 palette and the So Strange and also the Weirdos. Wait. Oh, so maybe it's 4 palettes. 3 12 pans and 1 20 pan. I'm confused. I'm obviously confused. But the 12 pan palettes are $50 and the 20 pan palette is $70. I'm gonna say if they're magnetic, if any of them are magnetic, I might be tempted to pick one up because I do think the artwork is pretty cool and some of the color stories are fun.
Unearthly Cosmetics confirmed that all 4 palettes are magnetic palettes.
The So Strange Beetlejuice inspired one looks cute. I don't think it tempts me more than the Belle Butte Bar one, but yet again, it's a brand where like I haven't tried either one of these brands. So I don't know. Basically, today was just like spooky makeup fun time. That's what it was. And I hope you enjoyed that because I just felt like, why not talk about some fun makeup and talk about some spooky makeup? And I guess the theme of today was also like, I haven't tried these brands or I haven't used them in a long time. So please give me your opinions, give me your thoughts because realistically, I'm not going to be able to buy a bunch of shit. And, you know, Mexico life makes it tricky in other ways too. So don't expect me to pick up everything I've shown interest in. But I am interested in some of the spooky stuff because I like this time of year. Yeah, I'm gonna stop here. There was other holiday stuff, there's other stuff I could talk about, but we just had a spooky good time today. At least I hope you did. Don't forget to check out Teresa and Andre's videos. They will be linked in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up if you feel so inspired. And absolutely tag me on Instagram or other places, I guess, if you see releases where you're like, this needs to be in your next bingo or hangover or whatever, because I'm trying to definitely include those. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. And don't forget to take care of yourself better today than you did yesterday because you are worth it. Bye, friends.